Hey guys, we just put up a new page on how to start a restoration company. It's different, a little bit different than our usual pay-per-lead restoration marketing specific content we put out. We wanted to start a good FAQ page on, start to finish registering your LLC, picking the right brand name for your restoration company, a couple of tips, tricks that we, not tricks, good hacks, let's call them, as far as getting ahead of the game when you're choosing a brand name. What to avoid, what to try for to have success from a branding perspective is also to avoid problems with Google and ranking in the search engines later on. So I just want to shoot this quick intro. We're going to switch over to a screencast to go over to the page content, and we'll take it from there. Okay, guys, we're going to switch over to the screencast here. I've got you up on my large screen monitor here. Just going to keep it short and sweet, to the point. We just put up this new page on how to start a restoration company. You got your table of contents here. I'm putting this up here just for those of you who are, video oriented, who follow us on our YouTube channel and like to view it that way, or just have it playing in the background for the audio versus read while you're driving or working out or doing chores or whatever. Get the content out there however possible. Anyway, moving on. As I mentioned, table of contents, we'll scroll down here real quick. And this is for guys, whether you've been working with an existing water mitigation business for however many years and want to branch out on your own and finally be your own boss, or maybe you're absolutely brand new to the industry and are starting from scratch. Either way, we're going to go over the details of what it takes to be successful from the ground up, including the technical details as far as registering a new business name and filing your LLC, marketing tips on how to choose your brand wisely for conversions and rankings down the road, as well as to make sure you have an increasing flow of customers for a strong ROI via a quality water damage lead generation program, which is what we specialize in. How to start a water restoration company. For starters, pick your brand name. Take your time on this. This is very important on multiple levels. You want to make it catchy, memorable, and unique. Trust us when we say to avoid the temptation to keyword stuff your business brand name. That just looks spammy and untrustworthy to potential local customers and to Google as well. And as far as the latter, will make it harder to rank in their search results, which is the whole point of this. It's where the lion's share of your business will come from when it's done right. So don't do that. You know what I mean. Cramming 13 different water damage restoration related keywords in your name, spamming the location name. They can and will suspend your listing for that. Don't do it. Not worth it. It's counterproductive overall long term. One of the biggest tips I can give you on this or any other endeavor is don't get paralysis by analysis here. Don't overthink it. Make a decision, go to LegalZoom or your local, lawyer or wherever, however you want to get it done. Just start the necessary paperwork as far as registering an LLC, setting up a payment processing system, get all that, just standard stuff done. A couple $100, big deal, but you need to get it done. Now we really have the ball rolling on how to start a water damage restoration business. Let's just keep plowing ahead. Yes, the details are important, but what's most important is to keep taking massive action and moving forward with your new venture. Details can be ironed out as you go along. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck waiting for the perfect scenario, which is never going to happen. Don't get stuck. Just keep moving. Keep moving. I strongly encourage you to click on this link. It'll pop open about 60-second clip from one of my favorite marketers, Alex Hormozy, about how you primarily learn by doing. You just got to get after it and get it done. Learn as you go. You learn by doing it. You can read and think all you want, but you just got to get shit done. Adjust as you go, but you must keep moving. Take massive, immediate action. Just get after it. How much does it cost to start a restoration company? A couple things to think about if you're brand new to the industry, just to put it out there. I'm hoping you have some seed money saved up or have a solid credit score for a small business loan to get started. Maybe you can borrow from family or friends if you have a solid business plan. And, as far as marketing to back it up, which is what we do, and make sure you're successful and can give them a return on their investment, maybe with a little interest. Even if you're really bootstrapping things to get started, which is understandable, you're still going to need a certain amount of capital to get going. Things to think about, the above mentioned legal costs to get your brand registered and protected. It's a few $100 depending on where you go. I suggest LegalZoom. Also, you got to think of the basic equipment you'll need for your newly formed restoration company. You got to think about your basic air movers, dehumidifiers, wet and dry vacs, air scrubbers, all the various chemicals for sanitizing and mold remediation, your company uniforms, things like that. These all add up, and you can get away with the basic setup for small jobs starting out. That's fine. I encourage you to start thinking longer term at scale, especially when you work with us. We'll start sending leads to you, consistent leads, more work, scale it up. So think big. And that means you're going to need many multiples of all the above so you can handle both larger one-off jobs, because the large loss jobs, the large loss jobs that we'll be sending you, we really go after those hard in our marketing campaigns, lead gen campaigns, because that's where the big money is. To think, it sucks to think about, but big flooded schools, stadiums, hospitals, hotels, big money. And not just single large loss jobs, but multiple jobs in the same day or week. You need more equipment so you can stack that up, have multiple jobs going at the same time. Plus, you'll need a proper vehicle to get you and your equipment going from office to job site. And this is a pet peeve of mine. I'm just going to throw it out there, even though I shouldn't have to. I found from experience, unfortunately, working with some people who don't have their shit together, basically. You don't want to be showing up some beat-up old pickup truck. And you don't want to be showing up at, some, 20-year-old Honda Accord or whatever with all your shit stuffed in the back seat. Don't do it. Makes you look like an asshole. Makes me and my listings look like an asshole. It's just going to, you show up there like that, the people are going to immediately be untrustworthy of you. You know what I'm getting at? It's just, they're going to end up being weary of your professionalism and your skills, and they're going to probably leaving shitty reviews on your listing if we're working directly with your company and brand, or more likely on our branded assets. Can't have that happen. Be professional. You're also going to want to budget for the IICRC related training and all the other certs you want out there just to make your business run better, so you know what you're doing, so you have all that stuff to back up. Just adds to social proof and all that good stuff with the client as well. It really boils down to choosing a brand, getting the paperwork sorted out, having the proper startup funds for equipment and training, and then just taking massive immediate action and really getting after it. If you want to leapfrog ahead, you can look for a restoration company for sale. We're going to note this here in its own special section. Just go over a couple key points of what we've been thinking about. This can give you a big head start in a number of ways if you have the capital to buy an existing mitigation company that's up for sale. Maybe the owner wants to retire, or they want to move into a different industry altogether for whatever reason. An established mitigation company, as long as you do your due diligence, what we'll get into here in a second, can leapfrog you ahead versus starting from scratch. There's pros and cons either way. They should have an existing word-of-mouth customer base and hopefully some sort of successful branding and restoration marketing campaign in place, which means they should already have some lead flow coming in just from being out there for however many years. Good word-of-mouth counts for a lot, good branding. But, check them out. Again, back to the due diligence. If they have a slew of bad online reviews, don't walk, just run. You don't want to buy into some horse shit like that, some mess some asshole created for you before. It's not worth it, obviously. But if all that looks good, they should have a fleet of trucks with the proper equipment, a crew that's well trained. You can work out some of the transitional consulting deal, with them to keep you going. The head guy or their main manager stay on for X number of weeks or months to help you, show you the ropes if needed, depending on where you're at and things like that. Experience matters a lot. Take advantage of it if you can. Something else to think about is purchasing a water damage restoration franchise. Again, it can give you a big head start as far as initial brand recognition, marketing materials, support, etc. Think of the big guys like ServPro and stuff that offer franchise opportunities. So if you have the capital and want to leapfrog ahead again like that, that might be a good option for you. So I hope this served you as far as learning how to start a restoration company of your own. More power to you if that's the route you want to go. Our primary focus, scroll back up here a little bit. Our primary focus is marketing restoration companies. Period, full stop. That's all we do all day, every day. We don't work in any other verticals right now. We haven't for years. We're really good at it. One note I'd like to make, please don't make the mistake like most people do of thinking, if I build it, they will come. That shit only works in the movies for Kevin Costner and the Field of Dreams. You cannot just slap up a website or register a brand name and magically expect tons of water damage restoration leads to come your way. You need to market it. You need to get in front of your local market. Otherwise, you're going to be lost in a sea of 20, 30, 40, however many of your competitors with it, depending on the size of the metro you're in working with, what your competition's like. So if you want an experienced restoration lead gen expert, make sure your pipeline stays full. You have a steady stream of restoration work to make that money, which is the whole freaking point, as well as to serve the customer, of course. Get in touch and let's get started. There's the contact info, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.